Hey guys, this is Dwayne with The Ultimate Man. Hope all is well. This week, as I was trying to decide what my topic was going to be, I was digging around the web and researching what people are interested in. And what I decided was there's a lot of interest in getting your ex-girlfriend back, or you've just been broken up with, and so you're trying to figure out how to get her back. And what I really want to talk about is this channel I started, and I wrote a book as well. I'll give you some details on that later, but I wanted to start this channel and write my book to try to help guys not make the same mistakes I made. That's my whole focus, is teaching what I've learned so that other guys don't make the same mistakes I made. I hope that makes sense. So when I was looking at getting your ex-girlfriend back, a couple of things came to mind. We always get back to the same subject. No matter what we're talking about, it's about learning how to be what I call a real man, or a man that women can trust and feel safe with. And the breakup is the same thing. It's the same subject. She broke up with you because of something you were doing or not doing that made her not feel safe. Either you were being too needy and acting more feminine, which doesn't make a woman feel safe, or you're being a jerk, which doesn't help them feel safe. The other thing that women have to have in a relationship that I lost in my marriage was respect. A woman can't love a man she doesn't respect. And I would say that 80% of the men out there are being too needy. In other words, they're not confident. So when we're on the subject of you getting your girlfriend or wife back, the very first thing that has to happen is you have to give her some space. You've hurt her, or you've made her angry, or both. So the first thing you have to do is you have to give her some space. And most people that you find will say, give her about 30 days. And I would say that's probably a good idea, because it's going to take a little while for her to let her guard down a little bit. And then at some point, she's going to start wondering what you're doing, who you're talking to, are you busy, whatever. During that time, you have got to make some changes. Because, number one, you're not going to go back into a relationship with her and do the exact same thing, because it's going to end again. So if you want to get this person back and you want to have a great relationship with them, the very first thing that has to happen is you've got to make some changes. So be honest with what happened. Were you being too needy? Were you being a jerk? If you're being too needy like I was, then the first thing you got to do is start working on yourself. Get serious about what you're doing for work. Women want to see men productive and doing things. So get serious about your job. Get an extra job. Go to the gym. Start reading. Whatever it takes. But dig into, what do women want? What makes them attracted to a man? Okay? It's really simple when you understand it. It's really difficult when you don't. And I've always heard that women, let me back up. I've always heard that people say, if you can figure women out, You should write a book about it. You'll be a millionaire. Well, women aren't that difficult to understand. I boiled it down to two things. And yes, I'm oversimplifying it, but if you can accept these two things, then you can start to really understand how women are wired. Women want to feel safe and they want to have fun. That's pretty much it. The fun part's pretty easy. I mean, if you know your lady, you know what she likes to do to have fun. But if she doesn't feel safe, she's never going to have fun. So, figuring out how to make her feel safe is the real trick or technique. So, if you're being needy, that's not manly. There's nothing masculine about being needy. Okay? So you have to get to that point where you understand what masculinity looks like. It's not being a girl, but it's also not being a total jerk. Most guys think that women just want the bad boy. The fact is, they just want a little part of the bad boy. They just want the confident part. They don't want the jerk part. They don't want the guy that's not attentive or doesn't care about how they feel. But they do want the guy that's confident, that knows where he's going, that has his own life, that is busy and has things going on. Women don't want to be put on a pedestal. They want to feel special. They don't want to be put on a pedestal. And the difference is when you're texting her 15 times a day and asking where she is and what's she doing and how long is she going to be there and does she care about you and all that kind of stuff. She don't want to hear that. It's too much. Especially if it's in a breakup. You've already pushed it too far. Now you got to give her space. Okay? So give her space for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, you should write her a handwritten letter or an email that's not very long that says, I understand what I did and I want to apologize for hurting you. And leave it at that. Give her some more space to think about it. Okay? Third, if the relationship does rekindle, it has to be her idea. If she broke it off with you, it has to be her idea. You can't say a word about it if you're talking or texting or meet for coffee. Keep it light. Ask her how she's doing. Be specific. If she's just changed jobs or something, ask her how her new job is going. But do not bring up the relationship because she's going to shut you down. She wants to see what the new guy is all about, not the old guy. Don't remind her of the old guy because she broke up with him and wanted to be away from him. There's parts of you that are still great, or you wouldn't have had a relationship in the first place. Right? I mean, seriously. It was good when it started. It was bad when it ended. So figure out what was good in the beginning and do some of that and then grow to learn the rest. And in this short video, I'm not going to be able to tell you everything that you need to know about how a man acts around a woman that he loves. What I'm going to tell you is start digging. Reading books, watch YouTube. I don't care where you got to go, but you've got to make changes in your own head that will help you move to that next level. Because the bottom line is, whatever's going on has to be fixed with you. For you and for her. And if the relationship never rekindles, You have to learn this for your next relationship, or you'll be right back in the same boat again. And that's why I wrote the book that I wrote, and that's why I started this YouTube channel to complement my book, was to help guys not make the same mistakes I made. And one of the things that I think is so important for me to tell you is get serious about learning this stuff. You can learn it. It is possible for you to learn it. Most of us were never taught how to act like a man. There's maybe 10% of the guys out there that it's just built in. It's innate. It was not in me, nor did I have any male role models to teach me how to do this stuff. I had to figure it out after a divorce. I don't want you guys to go through all that. Especially if you're a young guy and you just got broken up with. This is your chance to get it right now, so you're not 45 years old when you're just starting to learn it. I'm 51 as I make this video. So please, for your own sake and the sake of mankind, learn how to be a real man. A man that a woman can be proud to call her own. And that's going to take some digging and some research on your part. So, recap. Number 1, give her some space, probably about 30 days. At the end of that time, write her an email or a letter and apologize for your actions. And then give her some more space and let her think about what you've done, or the letter that you've written. During that 30 days and from then on, start working on yourself. Research what women want. And then third is, if their relationship is rekindled, let her bring it up. It can't be your idea. It's just that simple. Okay? Before I go, here's my book, The Ultimate Man. And it's available on Amazon in paperback and on Kindle. I also offer private coaching. I'll put my email in the description. And if I can help in any way, please send me an email and we can chat about what your needs are and how to get you back on track. With that, I'm going to sign off and hope to see you in the next video.